Hello, my name's Shalice. Welcome now, everybody, to my Imperium movie review. Here's the thing, everybody, about the movie Imperium. This stars Daniel Radcliffe. He plays an FBI agent who decides to go undercover against some white nationalists. He's infiltrating the white nationalist movement, the alt-right, and all that stuff. Now, the reason why I'm making this video about this entire film, Imperium, this is basically my review. Imperium was actually a pretty dang good film. It didn't go for the stereotypical, all white men are evil and all this stuff. What this entire movie did was show different layers of the alt-right or white nationalists. You got the skinheads who are a different group. You got the cultured people. You got the one who talks on the radios and also there's a different level of racism. There's a different level of hate and all stuff. The world's not black and white. Like this, they have this one kid who Dan Radcliffe talks to for a bit, and this kid just joins not the Ku Klux Klan, but basically joined the skinheads because he was getting picked on, he was getting bullied, he didn't like that. And so there's a different level of like why people get into the reason and all that stuff. Some people just hate other races and also just believe in white power and all that stuff. They have different viewpoints of what type of clothing you should wear. If it's made by Jewish people, you ain't gonna wear it. They have a lot of great stuff in this movie about like how just basically not only what FBI agents go through, but basically the different levels of hate and racism. Racism again, is the world's not black and white. I mean, you have one guy who tells Daniel Radcliffe annoyingly that he believes every single race should have their own country, but we should all be separated from each other. I mean, the guy doesn't believe in mass killings and like slaughtering and invading other countries. He doesn't believe in that, but he believes everyone should be separate from each other. And also, there's a different level. Then you got the really extremist people who are willing to bomb their own places and all that stuff to take it to the next level. You guys who speak on radios. You got people who are they say they're very much into it, but they're not really, and they're just bullshitters. They're just there for the money. And so there's a different level of stuff, a different level of hate and racism and all stuff. Daniel Radcliffe is just he did a good job with this film. There's nothing special to his role other than he's infiltrating the skinheads and all that stuff. I never will believe him as a tough guy. Never will. He's never gonna have that look. But to infiltrate the skinheads and all this stuff, yeah, I think he portrayed that pretty good. The other actors did a great job as well. And to me, I find this movie a pretty good film. I did not hate it. I did not love it. It's not a film that you're gonna see, but this is more like a film that you should watch, like history, like a history class or something, or to teach the people about ethics. How like in some cases, I'm not saying racism is bad. Like racism is so bad, but there's a different level. Like the world's not totally black and white. In the beginning, Daniel Radcliffe's character, FBI agents, he working on Muslims intelligence. Like Muslim or radical Islamic people, and all this stuff. And even though some people didn't want to watch this film, a lot of conservatives want to watch this film because, they're going to say, oh, they're going to make how, like, all white people are racist and all this stuff. No, it's not like that. The entire thing is there's a different level of hate. And there's a different level of racism and all this stuff. Like, for instance, there's a certain level what people could go through. And what I think this film did great, it was show that the world's just not black and white. The alt-right, they go in for different reasons and different things, and maybe a lot of people are just misguided into their hate and all this stuff. I know I was misguided into my hate when I was younger. Now, for my personal experience, I'm not saying I joined all rights. I've never went there, but I was more or less prejudiced towards Hispanic people. I had an issue with basically in my school, and a group of friends, two my friends and me, a group of three of us, we were heavily bullied. We were heavily bullied throughout like 7th, 8th grade and all that stuff. And it got so bad, one of my friends had to transfer out. And the ones who bullied us were mostly Mexican people and all that stuff. And I didn't understand the reason why they hated us. I didn't understand the reason why we were, sorry, I just had to make sure how much time I have on recording, but I didn't understand why they hated me and my friends. I just think we liked it, pro wrestling and all this stuff, and they didn't like us. And the thing is, though, I started to had a disdain towards Mexican people in a sense. But in reality, I did not really hate them. It's just, again, I don't know the reason why they didn't like me and my two friends and all this stuff. It just happened. We were bullied, and we went through some pretty stupid shit. But I let my hate influence me how I looked at other people. When I got older, I realized that people are pieces of shit in every single race, every single generation, and all that stuff. Every single race has good people. Every single race has bad people. And when I really thought about it, like the Mexican kids that picked on me and my friends, my best friend who transferred was Mexican. So to me, I'm like, now that I was thinking after like a couple years after I got bullied and after I left that school, it just really hit me like they were even beating, they were even hurting their own people. So there's a level of hate, racism, prejudice that you can understand. I mean, what Imperium does again is shows that there's a different level of hate for everything. Some places go way too extreme. Some places could. There is bad in every single race and religion, and I'm not sure if Imperium. I'm just taking away a lot from Imperium of how it just basically not saying that it's not a stereotypical white men are evil and we're just gonna kick every single black person in. Some people are not in them to do violence. Some people are just prejudiced and for their ways, and some people are ignorant in their situations. And the point is with Imperium, I hope people can now have discussions about what's right and what's wrong, what bothers people and all stuff, and we can have educational discussion, not do what we're doing in 2020 right now, where we're just blaming, oh, if you voted for this guy, you're racist. If you didn't vote for this woman, you're sexist. No, that type of talk, that type of discussion is not needed in this world. We need to have open conversation. We need to have open dialogue. We need to help people have discussion. The moment you tell people that they're racist, sexist, that everything in their life, you're shit, you're for doing this, you're shit for doing that, that does not help. We need to talk to people, we need to help people and all stuff. And Imperium shows that a little bit, how people need to get forward to. Granted, it's mostly Daniel Radcliffe just infiltrating the alt-right movement also, but he sees different levels of them. You got the military people, you got the thug people, you got the people who are full-blown crazy, you got some people who are just misguided, and that's what Imperium is. And to me, Imperium was a good time. It's not a film I'm going to be watching over and over again, but this was a film that I had a good time with. So Imperium, the entire movie, check it out, everybody. It's a good watch, good time for history, and I will actually put this in an educational class in college, in my opinion. But yeah, Imperium, the movie, pretty good movie. So let me know what y'all think, everyone. Subscribe if you like. Discreet about the comment down below. Let me know. Respect my opinion, respect yours. My name is Jalise. Thank God for everybody. Bye.